In this video we're going to be looking to find the distance between 2 points. So as you can see, we have the points A, B, C and D plotted, and A is joined to B, C is joined to D. Okay. The first question asks us to find the distance between A and B. Okay. This is written with a line each side of A and B. They can also ask you to find the length of AB. It's another way of asking this question. Okay. So to start off, they actually give us this formula, the distance formula, in our tables and formulas. So we don't need to learn it, but we do need to know how to use it. Okay, we need 2 points to use this formula, which we have. So we have the points A and B. So we can see A is 4, 3 and B is 1, 5. Okay. Once we have our points, we're going to label them x1, y1, x2, y2. That just means our first x and our first y, our second x and our second y. Okay. And after we have them labelled, we're going to sub it into our distance formula, which is here. Okay, so x2, as you can see, is 1 minus x1, which is 4, and that's squared, plus y2 minus y1, so y2 is 5 minus y1 is 3, and that's also squared. At this point we can put this straight into our calculator, and the answer we will get is root 13. And unless otherwise asked, you can leave it in surd form. The second part of the question then asks us to find the distance between C and D. This one's a little bit more difficult because there's minus numbers in the coordinates. The most important point here is that if there is a minus, always put the minus into a bracket when you're putting it into the formula. Okay, so we're going to start off by writing down our points. C is minus 4 minus 3 and D is minus 3, 3. Okay, again we're going to label them x1, y1, x2, y2, and we're going to sub them into our formula. Okay, so when we do that, reminding ourselves that we must put the negative numbers into a bracket of its own. So if we look here, x2 is actually minus 3. So we're just going to stick that in as minus 3 minus x1. And x1 is actually minus 4. So again, we're going to put that into a bracket. And that's all squared then. Okay. Plus y2, which is 3. That doesn't need to go into a bracket. Minus y1, which is minus 3, which means it does need to go into a bracket. Now, if you're confident that you've used the brackets correctly and you've opened and closed all of the brackets, at this point you can put it straight into your calculator. If you're not sure, we can just work through it, okay, and remove those brackets. Alright, so we're looking at inside the brackets first of all. That minus 3 can just come out as just minus 3. And then here, 2 minuses, as we know, will give us a plus 4. And that's squared. Plus, the same with this one, 3. And then 2 minuses will give us a plus 3. And that's also squared. Okay. Again, we can put this straight into our calculator. And we should get a surd answer of 37.